India lost again, and with that loss, the World Cup dreams are almost over. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Rima, and you're watching Offside Opinions. Before the start of the World Cup campaign, I remember Harmanpreet Kaur saying that this is the best team they are going for a T20 World Cup with. However, the match results and the performance of the players say otherwise. India have already lost two matches in the group stage. And with their loss to Australia yesterday, their World Cup dreams are almost over. And this particular loss yesterday does not just make me disappointed, it's actually pretty frustrating. At several moments, it seemed like India could have won the match. But ultimately, we did not come out victorious in the end. India started off pretty well. They were looking very disciplined. They got two quick wickets. But then I don't know what happened. When the second wicket fell for Australia, they had just scored 17 runs. But the third wicket did not come before Australia had already put 79 runs on the board. Grace Harris and Talia McGrath absorbed the pressure, they settled in comfortably and eventually built a steady partnership. India should not have allowed this to happen at any cost, especially if they had to win this match. The target should not have been this big in the first place to chase. And also, I've been talking about the fielding in my previous videos, and I still feel the fielding is still not up to the mark. How are we still dropping catches, especially in crucial matches like these? And again, the batting department. With due respect, Smriti Mandhana has been such a big disappointment in this tournament. Yes, she scored 50 runs against Sri Lanka, but in all the other matches, especially in matches where India were chasing, she just could not make a mark. And that actually happened in 3 out of the 4 matches which India played in the group stage. Against New Zealand in a match where the total was so big and India needed someone like Smriti Mandhana to perform with all the experience she has, she just scored 12 runs. Against Pakistan, where India had to complete the run chase as fast as possible to improve their net run rate, she just scored 7 runs. And then yesterday against Australia, I guess in India's most crucial match of the tournament so far, she just scored 6 runs. So when is she going to start scoring runs in big matches? When is she going to make a difference in crucial matches like the one yesterday? And as much as I'm disappointed with Shafali Verma for once again losing her wicket so easily, can I totally blame her? India were again chasing a target above 150, which automatically puts you under pressure, and that too against Australia. So the openers knew that they had to make a good start. They had to make proper utilization of the power play, and Shafali was actually doing that. She got off to a good start. She was scoring those boundaries. And while I'm not saying that both the openers had to follow the same approach and go all out from the first over, the runs had to at least come from both sides. I'm not saying that both of them had to go aggressive. Okay, let Shafali take the charge, let her score those runs, but you cannot let it come to a point where after 3 overs, Shafali would have scored 20 runs of 12 balls while Smriti would have scored just 3 runs. That's just not done, especially that's not expected from a player of her stature and her caliber. Since Smriti wasn't scoring runs from the other end, I think pressure was building on Shafali, and that pressure ultimately got to her, and she lost her wicket. Yes, intent was present, but as I've said in my previous videos, now she has to start taking more responsibility as well. Yes, Jamima came, she played a few good shots, but then she got dismissed. If you're liking this video, please don't forget to give a thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel Offside Opinions, please do it today. When Jamima got dismissed, I actually thought the Indian team might send Richa to bat because we know she has the capability to hit those big shots and play the boundaries. And according to me, that is exactly what India needed at that time. The partnership between Deepti and Harmanpreet, I don't know what it did to help the Indian team. Yes, they did not lose wickets, but was that partnership even effective? At one point, it was actually pretty frustrating to watch. They were just doing the same thing again and again. The Australian team were fielding so well. Their fielding was so tight. They were not giving away too many runs. They were not giving away boundaries. The required run rate was just increasing and getting out of reach. And by the time Richa actually came down to bat, the pressure was so much that she could not make a difference. But that is again not an excuse. If you have to become a big player, you have to thrive in these situations. And she could not do that. And one might look at the scorecard and feel that Harmanpreet was the best batter in the Indian team. But was that innings even effective? 54 runs or 47 balls in a T20 match in World Cup against Australia. Honestly, I don't think that innings was effective. Yes, she started scoring those boundaries towards the end of the match. She started showing more aggression, but I think that approach should have been taken by her way earlier. You should not have let the required run rate reach to that level and then start taking that approach. It should have come earlier, but that did not happen. And while I say this, I also probably know why Harman was taking the safer approach. This is because the Indian team doesn't have a lot of batting depth, and this is one area they should really start focusing on. They need some big hitters, especially in T20 eyes. They need someone who can come in the middle overs and hit those big shots. Yes, Richa can do it, but it just seems like the team does not trust her enough. And not just Richa, they need more big hitters. They need more players who can come at, you know, 4 down, 5 down, even 6 down and hit those big shots. And we saw Australia doing that right. Phoebe Litchfield hit a six in the last ball of the last over, which took their total to 150 plus. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Someone who can actually do that for India. I don't really have much to say today because I'm pretty disappointed. But more than that, I'm frustrated because now we have to depend on another match's outcome to understand whether India will qualify for the semi-finals or not. So Pakistan will play against New Zealand today, and if they are able to beat New Zealand, then India perhaps will qualify for the semi-finals because till now they have a better run rate than New Zealand. Let's hope for that to happen, and if that happens and India qualify for the semi-finals, let's hope we can see some better performances from the team. Thank you for watching. If you have liked this video, please give a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to it today. I'll be back with more content soon. Thank you.